is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gamecocks offense will take the first swing of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. It's year 5 now for Shane Beamer at South Carolina. The Gamecocks coming off their best season since 2013. Now the question is, what's a realistic ceiling?
And I think getting to that 10-win mark. Last year they had 9 wins, but the offense took off. And having a dude like Lenora Sellers, Jesse, that's a full-grown man that can do so much for an offense. Excited to see if he can take that next step.
Yeah, I think based on his success last year, that helped out the portal, that helped out high school recruiting. Guys want to play with him. He's that exciting. So I think the quarterback spot, I think that's a huge key to see if the Gamecocks can take that next step.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Rebels want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do...
Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Rebels are on the move.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Bringing the heat. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Diggs. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the 16-play drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Running through contact. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds his tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Lee. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got his man to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. third and long. Try to convert through the air. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Barges ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Ray. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay.
Lofts one high and deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown. Ole Miss. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off by going up top, 81 yards on the touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. And his it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They just keep firing. Complete downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw, it's Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Finds his man. It's Wallace. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Stribling. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're setting up the screen. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give on the counter. Running into the open space. There he goes. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Stribling. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stribling. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give out of the gun. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wallace. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ole Miss! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Got him downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
It's caught downfield, and he'll be brought down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run, and these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it, Sellers. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The pull and throw off the RPO. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lee. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Taylor has it. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day. And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he tacks on the extra point.
That makes the score.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That